What is up, guys? This is Darklight Reactions coming back at you with another one today, guys. So we are back with another banger reaction video, and today we are checking out some more Asking Alexandria and their newest track. I believe their video, it's called Let It Go. It was released yesterday, I think. Yeah. It's already garnered over 100,000 views. I absolutely have been a huge fan of Asking Alexandria. I was fans all the way back, like in the early days. I loved Danny's original look. You know, he had the long hair, the skinny jeans. Back in the day, I had the long black hair, skinny jeans. You know, I was a skater. Metalhead. Um, I've loved him over the years. I didn't really care about his whole controversies. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but again, I didn't care, too much about, his alcohol and his drug abuse. I'm super happy that he's well. I'm super happy he's back in the band and he's doing well. I like to see artists grow, and I like that Danny was honest with himself and wanted to try out different music. And I love, a lot of the stuff they've released lately. I'm a huge fan of Asking Alexandria. I think it's okay to do different shit, so we're going to be checking this one out, guys. I will link the original down below as well as Asking Alexandria's channel, so please go support the band. I also really love Ben. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of his guitar work and his vocal skills over the years. And I didn't even mind when Dennis was in the band. I know a lot of people think Dennis is a prude and a prick, and yeah, he is, he is. But I still thought he kept the band together, and it was great to see Danny come back. So I'm excited to check this one out, guys. I think I have one or two other reactions on the channel, so make sure you go check those out. Otherwise, I'm gonna shut up. And we're gonna get into this one. Is that okay? Sorry to pause so soon. First thing I wasn't expecting to see was a skull with an orange in its mouth. All right.
Truth between the lies that you used to hold me down and abuse, try to control me. I've never wanted anything more. I never wanted to start a war. I search for the meaning, the scars and the bleeding that you left behind. I'm hopelessly hopeful that I'm finding my way.
Okay, out the gate, this is amazing. First and foremost, I'm not seeing Ben yet in this one, and maybe I'm sleeping. Either A, I just haven't been able to catch him yet, or B, he's not in the band anymore. Did I miss something? Let me know down in the comments below. Maybe I just haven't seen him yet. We'll see. But overall, the instrumentals, fire as always. I love, I absolutely love the other band members so much. Fun fact: I watched them on a show back in the day. It was I forget what it was called. It was the actor, the wrestler and actor now is dead. I believe he's passed, but he's like this big wrestler. He had this show where he'd take young bands and make them basically puke. He would work them to the bone with workouts. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I've seen Asking Alexandria on that back in the day, and it was really funny because he really tore into Danny. But it was great to see like them get exercise, and it was an interesting thing. I'm again drawing a blank, but anyways, guys, this is absolute fire so far. We're gonna back it up, and we're gonna keep it going. Again, if you're new here, I pause, I react, I talk. If that's not something for you, you can always check the original link down below. Otherwise, deal with it.
Since you're around the neck till the memories start to fade away. The second that was smoke from the fire that we became. I'm counting every breath, but I got nothing left. These broken hands of time won't wind. Cause all these voices in my head are praying that my death will find a way to bring me back to life. Let go, give a little bit. Oh no, I think I'm over it. Sleepless thoughts tonight. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Let go, give a little bit. Oh no, I think I'm on it. You gotta let me know. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? I can hardly breathe, and I can hardly see. I can't forget you. I can't forget you. I can hardly breathe, and I can hardly see. I can't forget you. I can't forget you. I can hardly breathe. I can hardly see.
Okay. Um, who was that on the vocals there that was singing? That was definitely a girl. I like that they're going back to their roots in a way. When Asking Alexandria first came out, they had a lot of like dubsteppy sounds, a lot of electronic core. They did a lot of, stuff like that back in, I think the early 2000s, somewhere around there. Anyways, they were absolutely amazing with that. And like I said, like a lot of people don't like that Danny doesn't scream as much anymore, and I don't mind it. I think he has such a beautiful a vocal range that he can do without it. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if he still can scream. I do know that he had a lot of issues with his vocal cords, from doing it so long over the years and not doing it the proper ways. I think I seen a couple of interviews where he talked about how he was screaming at first the wrong way, and it was too late, by the time he figured out the right way. But again, I love his versatility as an artist. And again, I think I saw Ben there. Again, if I'm wrong, if that's another member, I think it's just Ben with a different style haircut. So correct me if I'm wrong, if he's still in the band or not. But again, I love their friendship. I love how Ben supported him over the years through everything, and I think Ben is talented as an artist as well. This is a banger, guys. We're gonna back it up a little bit, and I'll give my final conclusive thoughts at the end of this reaction. Please be sure to give this video a like, all right? And go check it out. Down in links down in the description to the original below.
I
Oh, okay. That was amazing. I give me a second. I gotta take a drink of water before I give my final, thoughts. I love this one, guys. I love the growth of Asking Alexandria as a band over the years, and I hate when people say like again, I think that was Ben. I think he's just grown up a little bit, meaning like he trimmed his hair. I like him with the mohawk. Again, if that's still, if it's still the same dudes as it's always been, I recognize everybody but the other person. I think it was Ben, but the way the video effects were going, it was really hard to like focus. So let me know in the comments below. But if that is Ben, it's weird to see him with like facial hair and his hair trimmed, and I don't mind it. I hate when people, especially the fans of some of these bands, don't like when they release an album and they've changed their sound or they've changed their looks. It's like everybody grows up. When I was listening to these guys, I was in my early 20s and I was a douche. Like I'm gonna be real. Excuse my language, YouTube. Sorry. But I was a horrible human being in my 20s. I was that typical snot-nosed, thinks he knew everything, typical, young buck, thinking that I knew, how the world worked. I treated people like crap. I abused friendships. I used people. I was horrible, man. I would not want to hang out like who I am now. I would not want to hang out with that person back then. They were just drama-filled, ignorant, stupid, and but if you're not a terrible person and you are learning, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have to grow up. You're gonna learn, even if it's the hard way. So I love to see bands grow and change and try to experiment with different sounds. And as long as they're not faking it, you know what I mean. Um, I love bands that do that, and I love this one. I don't mind that Danny doesn't scream much anymore. I was with him, during his screaming days, and I'm still a standby fan. I still stand by him as a fan. Even now that he sings more, I love it. I love the diversity. I love the talent. It's just like Falling in Reverse's Ronnie Radke. I was a huge fan of Escape the Fate growing up. I support the heck out of Escape the Fate today, even with Craig in it. Even that all the original members aren't in it, I don't care. None of that matters to me. The music is still good. I can relate to some songs, so I will support those songs that I like. Um, just like with Ronnie, like I don't agree with what he's done, but you know what? He served his time in prison. He did his time. He paid for his crimes. And although he might say some controversial stuff and is still in the news for the most hated and this and that, none of that matters at the end of the day to me. You don't have to like someone as a person in order to enjoy their music, in my opinion. If it's a good song, if you can relate to it, then that's all that matters. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please check out the original link down below and let me know what you guys thought. I thought overall this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I loved the music. As always, Asking Alexandria's band members come and kill it every single time. I think Danny's vocals are on point. I love to see his growth. I also noticed that he had some of his tattoos blackened out. I love, that. I think it's nice to see the growth and the maturity in people that you look up to. I love it. I love the honesty, the realism, and the song was an overall banger and relatable. As always, guys, I'm Darklight. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're new here, like I said, consider slapping that subscribe button. Helping me get to 1K. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Peace out.